Commander Talia Winters watched the holographic display flicker in the dimly lit command center of Station Artemis, Earth's most classified orbital facility. The massive structure, hidden in plain sight as a weather monitoring station, housed humanity's greatest secret, Project Basilisk. The quantum core hummed beneath her feet as she reviewed the latest sensor data. Something was coming. The deep space arrays had detected unusual gravitational distortions at the edge of the Kuiper belt, patterns that matched none of their known astronomical phenomena. "Commander, the quantum signatures are intensifying," reported Dr. Nasir Rahman, the project's lead physicist. His fingers danced across the holographic interface, bringing up complex mathematical models. "These patterns, they're not natural. Someone is pushing through the fabric of spacetime." Talia nodded, her expression remained neutral despite the gravity of the situation. After 15 years of preparation, the moment they had feared, and prepared for, had finally arrived. The recovered alien artifact found in the Mariana Trench had warned them of this day. "Begin initialization sequence for the Basilisk array," she ordered, her voice steady. "And contact Admiral Reeves at Luna Command. Authentication code, Thunderbird Omega." The station's systems came alive, previously dormant sections lighting up like a constellation of stars. The Basilisk array, a network of quantum-linked satellites disguised as debris, represented humanity's greatest technological achievement, and their best hope for survival. Lieutenant Raj Patel's voice cut through the growing tension. "Commander, we're detecting multiple objects decelerating from FTL. Mass calculations suggest, dear God, the smallest one is the size of Manhattan." The holographic display transformed, showing the incoming vessels. They were unlike anything human minds had conceived, geometric impossibilities of dark metal and pulsing energy, moving with an organic grace that defied their massive size. "Dr. Rahman," Talia called, "status of the quantum core. Operating at 97% efficiency. The modifications we made based on the artifact's data are holding stable." "But Commander." He hesitated, "We've never tested the system at full capacity. The simulations suggest a 30% chance of catastrophic failure." Talia's steel-gray eyes remained fixed on the display. "Better than the 100% chance of extinction if we do nothing." She opened a secure channel to all Earth defense stations. "This is Commander Winters. Operation Shadowkeeper is now active. This is not a drill." Across Earth's orbit, hidden facilities began powering up. The Basilisk array stirred to life, each satellite adjusting its position with microscopic precision. On the lunar surface, massive hangar doors opened, revealing squadrons of ships that officially didn't exist. "Multiple transmissions detected," announced Communications Officer Yuki Tanaka. "They're broadcasting on all frequencies, using every human language simultaneously." She paused, her face paling. "Commander, they're calling themselves the Nexar Collective. They're demanding our immediate surrender and integration into their harmony." Talia's jaw tightened. The artifact's warnings had been precise. The Nexar were a species that viewed technological advancement as a resource to be harvested. They uplifted civilizations only to absorb them, taking their innovations and discarding their autonomy. "Send no response," Talia ordered. "Maintain communications blackout as planned. Lieutenant Patel, begin quantum signature masking. Let them think we're still in the early space age." The Nexar ships moved with precise coordination, spreading out to form a containment pattern around Earth. Their dark hulls seemed to drink in the sunlight, creating an artificial eclipse visible from the planet's surface. Dr. Rahman's console suddenly erupted with alerts. "Commander, they're scanning us. The quantum interference patterns are exactly as the artifact predicted. They're trying to assess our technological level." Talia allowed herself a small smile. "Activate the quantum mirrors. Let them see what we want them to see." The Basilisk array's true purpose was about to be revealed, not just as a weapon, but as the greatest deception humanity had ever attempted. The holographic display showed the Nexar ships pausing, their scanning beams reflecting false data back to them. To their sensors, Earth would appear as a promising but primitive civilization, just beginning to grasp the fundamentals of space travel. "They're taking the bait," Yuki reported. "Their formation is shifting to standard uplift protocol positions." She looked up from her station. "Just as the artifact showed us they would." Talia opened a secure channel to Admiral Reeves. "Phase 1 complete, sir. The Nexar Collective has arrived exactly as predicted. Requesting permission to proceed with Phase 2. The Admiral's response was immediate. "Permission granted, Commander Winters. Show them why humanity doesn't wait to be uplifted." As Talia gave the order to begin the next phase, she thought about the 15 years of preparation, the countless sleepless nights, and the thousands of brilliant minds who had worked in secret to give humanity this chance. The Nexar Collective thought they were dealing with primitive humans ready to be harvested. They were about to learn how dangerous humanity could be when backed into a corner. "Initialize quantum resonance cascade," she commanded. "Let's show them what real harmony looks like." The battle for Earth's future was about to begin, and humanity had no intention of joining anyone's collective. The Nexar ships hung in Earth's orbit like obsidian thorns against the star-filled backdrop. Within Station Artemis, Commander Winters watched as the quantum resonance cascade began to take effect. The Basilisk Array's satellites pulsed with invisible energy, each wave perfectly calibrated to interfere with the Nexar's scanning systems. "First wave complete," Dr. Rahman reported, his eyes fixed on the quantum readings. "Their sensor arrays are experiencing cascade failures exactly as predicted. They still haven't detected the true nature of our technology." Lieutenant Patel's voice carried an edge of excitement. "Commander, their formation is shifting. They appear to be initiating their standard first contact protocol." The largest Nexar vessel, a behemoth of impossible geometries, moved to the forefront of their formation. Its surface rippled like liquid metal, reconfiguring itself into what their intelligence suggested was a more approachable form for primitive species. "They're broadcasting again," Yuki announced. "Converting to audio." A voice filled the command center, artificially smooth and multi-toned. "People of Earth, we are the Nexar Collective. We have watched your development with great interest. Your potential is evident, but unrefined. Accept our guidance, and we shall elevate you beyond your current limitations." Dr. Rahman's console flashed warnings. "They're powering up their gravimetric manipulation systems. Standard procedure before they demonstrate their technological superiority." Talia's expression remained unchanged. "Initiate Phase 2. Deploy the quantum ghosts." Across Earth's orbit, dozens of seemingly primitive human satellites began to malfunction. To the Nexar sensors, it would appear as if their mere presence was disrupting Earth's primitive technology. It was exactly what they expected to see. "Quantum ghost platforms are in position," Lieutenant Patel confirmed. "Ready to execute Protocol Prometheus." The Nexar's demonstration began as predicted. Their lead ship released a pulse of gravitational energy, carefully calculated to disable what they perceived as humanity's primitive satellite network. Instead, the pulse triggered the quantum ghosts. Hundreds of holographic ships materialized throughout Earth's orbit, each one appearing to be a crude human attempt at space warfare. To the Nexar, it would look like humanity was launching a desperate, primitive defense. "Their reaction is immediate," Yuki reported. "They're transmitting, 'Your resistance is noted but futile. Witness the futility of opposition to harmony.'" Commander Winters opened a channel to all Earth defense stations. "All units, execute Prometheus Protocol. Show them what humanity has been hiding." The quantum ghosts surged forward, appearing to attack the Nexar fleet with primitive weapons. As expected, the aliens responded with minimal force, their energy weapons easily destroying the holographic ships. "They're falling for it," Dr. Rahman said, his voice tense with excitement. "The quantum resonance is masking our true defensive grid. They have no idea what's coming. Talia watched the tactical display as the Nexar ships moved to encircle Earth, their formation spreading thin to deal with the seemingly chaotic human attack. It was exactly what they had planned for. Deploy the basilisk teeth, she ordered. Hidden within the debris of destroyed quantum ghosts, thousands of quantum-linked nanite clusters activated. These were humanity's true weapons, developed from the artifact's technology and enhanced by human innovation. The Nexar's first indication that something was wrong came when their gravitational fields began to fluctuate. The nanites were infiltrating their hull systems, using their own energy networks against them. Multiple Nexar vessels reporting systems failures, Yuki announced, her voice steady despite the tension. Their command ship is demanding an explanation for our impossible technology level. Dr. Ramon's hands flew across his console. The quantum resonance field is holding. They still can't get accurate readings on our true capabilities. The artifact's encryption protocols are working perfectly. The Nexar's response was predictably aggressive. Their ships began charging their primary weapons, preparing to abandon their careful uplift protocols in favor of forced submission. All stations, Talia commanded, prepare for full engagement. Activate the basilisk's primary matrix. Station Artemis shuddered as its quantum core reached full power. The basilisk array's satellites aligned, creating a web of quantum-entangled energy that encompassed the entire planet. Commander, Lieutenant Patel called out, multiple Nexar ships are launching what appear to be integration pods. They're trying to bypass our defenses and establish direct neural links with Earth's population. Talia's eyes narrowed. Execute quantum barrier protocol. Let's show them why humanity chose to develop shields before weapons. The basilisk array pulsed, creating a quantum barrier that the Nexar's integration pods couldn't penetrate. For the first time, uncertainty crept into the aliens' transmissions. Their command ship is broadcasting on all frequencies, Yuki reported. They're demanding to know how we acquired this level of quantum technology. Send them our response, Talia ordered. Text only, humanity doesn't wait for permission to evolve. As the message was transmitted, the basilisk array's true offensive capabilities prepared to activate. The Nexar were about to learn that humanity's greatest strength wasn't the technology they developed, but their ability to transform a warning of their destruction into the tools of their salvation. The real battle was about to begin, and humanity was ready to show the galaxy why they should never be underestimated. The command center of Station Artemis erupted into controlled chaos as the Nexar fleet launched their first coordinated attack. Streams of dark energy lanced through space, attempting to breach Earth's quantum barrier. Barrier holding at 89% capacity, Lieutenant Patel reported, his fingers dancing across multiple holographic interfaces. The Nexar are adapting their weapon frequencies, but the quantum matrices are compensating. Talia watched as the tactical display showed the Nexar ships executing a complex battle formation. Their dark hulls rippled with energy as they prepared for what they believed would be a swift victory over a surprisingly advanced but ultimately inferior species. Dr. Ramon, status of the basilisk teeth, she asked, her eyes fixed on the movements of the enemy fleet. Nanite clusters are performing beyond expectations, he responded, excitement barely contained in his voice. They've infiltrated the command and control systems of 12 Nexar vessels. We're seeing complete disruption of their quantum communication networks. The largest Nexar vessel, their command ship, suddenly shifted its position. Its surface transformed, revealing weapon arrays that defied conventional physics. Energy readings spiked across all monitoring stations. Multiple gravimetric distortions detected, Yuki called out. They're attempting to create localized spacetime anomalies around our defense platforms. Talia's expression remained calm. Initiate Protocol Hydra. Let's show them what human ingenuity really looks like. The basilisk array responded instantly. Each satellite affected by the Nexar's gravimetric attack split into multiple quantum duplicates, each one as real as the original. The Nexar's sensors, already confused by humanity's quantum deception, couldn't distinguish the real platforms from their duplicates. Remarkable, Dr. Rahman breathed, watching the data streams. The quantum duplication field is stable. The Nexar's targeting systems are completely overwhelmed. The alien fleet's response was immediate and brutal. They launched a barrage of energy weapons, trying to destroy every possible target. Space itself seemed to warp and twist as their attacks met humanity's defenses. Commander, Lieutenant Patel's voice carried a note of concern. 3 Nexar battleships are moving to flank our southern orbital quadrant. They're charging what appears to be a dimensional rupture weapon. Perfect, Talia replied, surprising her crew. Execute Protocol Medusa. Target those ships specifically. Hidden within the quantum ghost field, special platforms of the Basilisk array activated. These weren't defensive systems or weapons, they were mirrors, designed to reflect the Nexar's own energy attacks back at them. The aliens fired their dimensional rupture weapon, expecting to tear a hole in Earth's defenses. Instead, their attack was caught in a web of quantum reflectors, redirected and amplified before being sent back at their own ships. Direct hit. Yuki announced. 2 Nexar vessels critically damaged. The third is. Commander, they're transmitting something different. It's not their usual communication pattern. The transmission filled the command center. Impossible, you've weaponized quantum reflection. This technology, you can't have developed this independently. No response, Talia ordered. Let them wonder. Dr. Rahman, begin Phase 4 of the Basilisk Protocol. The quantum core beneath their feet pulsed with new energy as the station's most powerful systems came online. The Basilisk array wasn't just a defensive network or a weapon platform, it was a vast quantum computer, designed to analyze and counter any attack in real time. Quantum computation matrix at full power, Dr. Rahman reported. The array is now actively predicting and countering their tactical adjustments before they execute them. The Nexar fleet's formations became increasingly erratic as their carefully planned strategies were countered before they could implement them. Their technological superiority, the basis of their confidence, was being systematically neutralized by human innovation. Multiple Nexar ships are attempting emergency FTL jumps, Lieutenant Patel reported. Their fleet cohesion is breaking down. Talia leaned forward, her voice carrying absolute authority. Not yet, they don't. Activate the quantum anchor. Keep them here until we're finished. The Basilisk array pulsed once more, creating a field of quantum-entangled space that prevented FTL travel. The Nexar fleet was trapped, forced to face the consequences of underestimating humanity. Commander, Yuki's voice was urgent, the Nexar command ship is broadcasting on all frequencies. They're requesting a cessation of hostilities. For the first time since the battle began, Talia allowed herself a small smile. Now we can show them why humanity's greatest weapon isn't our technology, it's our capacity for both justice and mercy. The battle wasn't over, but its nature was about to change dramatically. Humanity had proven they couldn't be conquered by force. Now they would show the Nexar collective why cooperation was always preferable to conquest. The quantum anchor field shimmered across Earth's orbital space, holding the Nexar fleet in position. Inside Station Artemis's command center, holographic displays showed the alien vessels attempting to break free, their dark hulls pulsing with frustrated energy. Quantum anchor is holding steady at 94% efficiency, Lieutenant Patel reported. The Nexar ships are burning through their energy reserves trying to break free. Commander Winters studied the tactical display, watching as the trapped Nexar vessels reorganized themselves into a defensive formation. Their once precise movements now showed signs of desperation. Incoming transmission from their command ship, Yuki announced. Text and audio, all frequencies. The artificial voice that filled the command center now carried undertones of confusion and respect. You have demonstrated unexpected capabilities. The collective acknowledges your technological achievement. Release our vessels, and we will discuss terms for your controlled integration. Dr. Rahman looked up from his console, his expression grim. Commander, the quantum core is showing signs of strain. Maintaining the anchor field at this scale, we're pushing the systems beyond their tested limits. They still don't understand, Talia murmured, before raising her voice. All stations, prepare for protocol ascension. Dr. Rahman, divert auxiliary power to the quantum matrices. The Nexar command ship suddenly launched a new type of attack. Instead of energy weapons or gravitational distortions, they released swarms of self-replicating nanomachines designed to corrupt and control Earth's quantum technology. Nanite swarms detected, Lieutenant Patel called out. They're attempting to breach our defensive perimeter. Talia's response was immediate. Activate the basilisk's immune response. The quantum field surrounding Earth rippled as billions of humanity's own nanites emerged from hidden deployment pods. Unlike the basilisk teeth, these were purely defensive, designed to protect Earth's technology from exactly this type of attack. Our nanites are engaging their swarms, Dr. Rahman reported, excitement creeping into his voice. The quantum entangled control system is working perfectly. They can't corrupt what they can't predict. The space between Earth and the Nexar fleet became a battlefield of microscopic proportions. Clouds of nanomachines clashed in silent combat, their struggles visible only through the sophisticated sensors of Station Artemis. Commander, Yuki's voice carried a note of urgency, I'm detecting unusual energy readings from multiple Nexar vessels. They appear to be channeling power to their quantum cores. Talia's eyes narrowed. They're preparing for a synchronized quantum pulse. They think they can overload our systems. She opened a channel to all Earth defense stations. All units, prepare for Protocol Phoenix. This is what we've trained for. The Nexar fleet's energy readings continued to climb. Their ships began to glow with accumulated power, preparing to release a devastating quantum surge that would, in theory, overwhelm any defensive system. They're powering up for a full-spectrum quantum attack, Dr. Rahman warned. Energy levels are exceeding our highest theoretical calculations. Let them come, Talia responded calmly. Activate the quantum sinks. As the Nexar fleet released their combined quantum pulse, something unexpected happened. Instead of attempting to block or deflect the massive energy wave, Earth's defensive grid absorbed it. The Basilisk Array's satellites transformed into quantum sinks, drawing in the enormous power release. Energy absorption at 120% of projected capacity, Dr. Rahman announced, his voice filled with awe. The quantum sinks are stable. Commander, we can use their own energy against them. Talia stood, her voice carrying absolute authority. Begin energy conversion. Show them what happens when you give humanity more power than they expect us to handle. The Basilisk Array hummed with stolen energy, its quantum matrices reconfiguring to utilize the massive power surge. The Nexar's greatest attack had just become humanity's greatest advantage. Multiple Nexar vessels showing critical power loss, Lieutenant Patel reported. Their attack drained their reserves, and our quantum anchor is preventing them from regenerating. The command ship's next transmission carried something new in its artificial voice, fear. This defies all known laws of quantum mechanics. What are you? Talia's response was broadcast to the entire Nexar fleet, we are humanity. We don't follow laws of physics, we discover them. And now, you're about to learn why attacking Earth was your greatest mistake. The final phase of humanity's defense was about to begin, and the Nexar Collective was about to learn that some species are better left to develop on their own. The harvested energy from the Nexar's attack pulsed through Station Artemis's quantum core, transforming the Basilisk Array into something far more potent than a mere defensive system. Commander Winters stood at the center of the command deck, watching as humanity's ultimate contingency plan unfolded. Quantum matrix synchronization complete, Dr. Rahman announced, his voice steady despite the unprecedented energy readings on his displays. The array is ready, Commander. All systems are aligned. Lieutenant Patel's sensors track the Nexar fleet's increasingly erratic movements. Their ships are attempting to reroute remaining power to weapons systems. They're preparing for a final stand. Talia opened a secure channel to Admiral Reeves at Luna Command. Sir, requesting final authorization for protocol enlightenment. The Admiral's response was immediate: authorization granted, Commander. Show them why humanity chooses to rise on its own terms. The Basilisk array began its transformation. Each satellite's quantum field expanded, connecting with its neighbors until Earth was surrounded by a web of pure energy. The stolen power from the Nexar's attack fueled something they had never anticipated, a demonstration of humanity's true understanding of quantum mechanics. Commander, Yuki called out, the Nexar command ship is broadcasting. It's different this time. They're requesting direct communication. Talia nodded. Put them through. Visual and audio. The holographic display shimmered, revealing the interior of the Nexar command vessel. The aliens themselves were visible for the first time, crystalline beings of structured energy, their forms constantly shifting between states of matter. You have surpassed all parameters, the Nexar leader spoke, its form pulsing with each word. This level of quantum manipulation, it should not be possible for a species of your development stage. You assumed we needed to be uplifted, Talia responded. That was your first mistake. Humanity doesn't wait for permission to advance. We saw your arrival coming 15 years ago, and we prepared. The Nexar leader's form flickered with surprise. The artifact. You found one of our beacons. We found more than that, Talia countered. We found proof that your collective doesn't elevate species, you harvest them. Their innovations become yours, their identities lost to your harmony. Dr. Ramon's console pulsed with new data. Commander, the quantum web is stable. We can proceed with the demonstration. Talia addressed the Nexar leader directly, watch carefully. This is why humanity deserves to develop on its own path. The Basilisk array activated its final protocol. The quantum web surrounding Earth began to resonate at specific frequencies, creating ripples in spacetime itself. The Nexar ships found themselves caught in a field that defied their understanding of physics. Impossible, the Nexar leader exclaimed. You've achieved quantum consciousness integration without collective absorption. We achieved it because we remained individuals, Talia explained. Human innovation comes from our differences, not our uniformity. The quantum consciousness you're witnessing is a network of individual minds working in harmony while maintaining their uniqueness. The demonstration continued as the quantum web expanded, showing the Nexar collective a different path to advancement, one that preserved individuality while achieving collective goals. Your species. The Nexar leader's form stabilized, showing remarkable focus. You offer an alternative to our method of advancement. We offer a choice, Talia corrected. Leave Earth's space. Return to your collective with this knowledge. Humanity will share its innovations with those who come in peace, but we will never submit to forced integration. The quantum web pulsed one final time, releasing its hold on the Nexar fleet while maintaining Earth's defenses. It was both a demonstration of power and an offer of peace. A new protocol will be considered, the Nexar leader announced. Your species has proven that diversity can breed advancement. The collective will reconsider its methods. As the Nexar fleet prepared to depart, Talia opened a channel to all Earth defense stations. This is Commander Winters. The immediate threat has passed, but our work is just beginning. Today, humanity didn't just defend itself, we changed the course of galactic civilization. The Basilisk array powered down to its standby configuration, its satellites returning to their disguised positions. Earth had faced its first major extraterrestrial challenge and emerged not just victorious, but transformative. Dr. Ramon approached Talia's station, his expression thoughtful. Commander, do you think they'll return? They'll return, Talia replied, watching the Nexar ships disappear into FTL. But next time, it will be to learn, not to conquer. Humanity has taken its first steps into a larger universe, and we did it on our own terms. As Station Artemis resumed its regular operations, the crew knew they had witnessed something unprecedented, the day humanity proved that true advancement comes not from external uplift, but from the indomitable spirit of a species determined to forge its own destiny among the stars.